Hello there, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you. And I've got the amazing Reverend Elizabeth Rowley with me tonight. Hello, dear one.
Hello, blessings. It's so great to be with you here tonight.
Oh, it is wonderful to have you here with us as well. So everybody, it's I lost track of. We were jibber jabbering for a while and catching up. So it's
Tuesday.
Tuesday. That's it. Thank you. The 26th of May. And I'm grateful because those that have been following the program, you know that I've done quite a stint now without very many guests. And I'm moving into a phase where I've got a bunch of guests lined up. So I'm really grateful that Reverend Elizabeth gets to be the first guest in this new flurry and this new part of the series. It's really wonderful to have you with us, dear one. So, now, Reverend Elizabeth is from the Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living in California. We're going to talk a little bit about that afterwards, but I want to make sure we get a chance to say hello and get into a prayer. So, Reverend Elizabeth, you know the question. It's been a handful of weeks since we've been together. In that time, what's been up for you? What's in your prayers? What's in your heart?
Well, this week, what's really on my heart is re-entry and the reopening of the world. Earth is opening back up again. And so what's really on my heart is how we're re-entering and the way that we're all being as we come out, come out wherever you are and meet and greet each other. And so in my prayers has been a lot of compassion and prayers for peace and gentleness as we re-enter and releasing judgment and such. So yeah.
I've seen that around a lot, that the piece around releasing the judgments, because yes, we're all going to do this differently, and I'm not going to agree with everyone I see and everything I see going on out in the world as we move into this re-entry phase. So that's very, very well articulated. Thank you. So, okay, folks, so here's how it all gets started. The idea is to share a prayer. And now remember, this is not any of that begging and beseeching stuff. We're not getting here going, oh, please, 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 but bless me and bless the whole idea is we're creating a space, a mental construct of affirming the truth as we know it and as it's being revealed through this experience. So it's an affirmative treatment. It's an affirmative prayer. And the whole idea is let's get everything flowing and ignited and moving and grooving and all that kind of stuff. So Reverend Elizabeth will get us started. And at some point, Spirit will say, yep, time to pass it over. She'll send it my way. I'll pray for a little bit. And then we'll make sure you know how to stay in touch and connect with Reverend Elizabeth as well. So, dear one, please take us away.
All right, fabulous. So let's turn our attention inward in this moment and return to that beautiful, expansive space within, which is that space where I absolutely know that God is all that there is. It's all that there ever was and all that there ever will be. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity to stop and be present and become available and tune in to this presence that lives within me, this presence that lives within all. And I recognize and remember and identify with this presence. It is so powerful. It is palpable in this space where I am right now. And it is so palpable in the space where each individual watching and listening to this prayer is. Feel that presence of spirit. Feel that presence of something more mighty and magnificent than the thoughts that you were just having a few minutes ago. And so I invite you all in this moment to join me in dropping down to that heart space, dropping down into that space of love and presence where we know that all is truly well, in this place of divine protection and divine security, where all of our needs are met, where we are healthy, whole, complete, and all is well. And so it is from this place that I I'm just soaking up that love and that beauty. And it's like the garden, the kingdom of heaven right here within me, soaking that all up, that goodness and that joy and that feeling of being cared for and prepared for by a source that knows only good has me relax. And I feel this sense of relaxation in my entire body. And I know that any tensions that I had are loosened, and that includes any tension in my thoughts. And so, as I allow a loosening of the thoughts that were there even a few moments ago, I begin to feel a greater sense of peace, and I know that each individual is experiencing the same sense of peace. And as we experience this peace, we remember who we came here to be. Each one of us has come here to be a mighty and magnificent presence on this planet for such a time as this. We have been through so much together. We have been through so much while we've been sheltered in place, yet together as one united human family. And I know that we can all continue in this togetherness, in this unity, in this love as we begin to re-enter the world. I'm so grateful to know that as we go out into the world, we are experiencing compassion, and we let go of any judgments. And I know that each one of us remembers that we are here to care for ourselves, and we have control of ourselves and the way that we move through the world, and we cannot control others. And so we can allow ourselves, I allow myself to release any judgments. Anytime a judgment comes up, I just release it and allow it to dissipate back into the nothingness from whence it came. And as I do so, what is left for me is love. Oh, I'm so grateful for this love. And I'm so grateful to project this love into the world, because it's the light of spirit that wants to shine through me and each individual. Everyone, it wants to shine through us. And it is shining even right now. And so I'm grateful for that shining, and I'm grateful for the love and the realization and recognition that, hey, everybody is doing the very best that they can with what they have. And so as I let go of judgments, I know that I am even unkeeking that hose that is within, unkeeking that hose that may have blocked or hindered that flow before. And as I do so, what is left but so much love? And I let this love flow out. I let it pour out into the world, and I allow it to pour into my very being and my consciousness. And it is so good. It is so good. So I remember right now that I, as much as anyone in the entire universe, deserve my love and affection. And so I know and claim this for each individual watching now or later. And we're in the non-local time zone here. It's quantum. So we deserve our own love and affection. And when we're judging and condemning others, we're not able to love ourselves. And so I'm grateful for this love, and I know that it is present, and that we go forward from this love, from this place of compassion and healing, and we allow ourselves to be that magnificence out in the world. And so I pass my word to Robert, Reverend Robert.
And I too feel that sense of love, that incredible vibration of love that is right now reverberating around the planet, amplified by each one that lends their voice, lends their consciousness, lends the sacred yes to that vibration. So we each here in this time, in this moment, each one watching at another time, at another moment, in another dimension,
Mhm.
each one in that phase saying yes and lending the vibration, which just increases that love again and again and again, time after time. With every sacred yes, with every absolute affirmation, this vibration continues to grow and expand and encircle the globe again and again and again and again. And there's no escaping it. There's no need to escape it. There is a sense, and a deep, deep sense, that there is a creation being born, a newness that is coming online right now. A grand vision emerging, birthing itself onto the planet, into consciousness, into form. And what I know is, I know that each one that hears these words is an absolutely vital, vital expression of God's great love into the world, of God's great creative expression into the world. So each one brings a part, a piece, an aspect, a perspective, an idea, a deep, heartfelt passion, a calling to serve this new evolution, to serve this new evolutionary leap.
Yes.
Because make no mistake, we are in this together, and we are in different boats. And
Yes.
we are bumping into each other, and there are going to be times when it seems as if everything is going in different directions, that nothing is as it was planned, that everything is happening in a way that opens the door. All of that experience opens the door for the judgment, opens the door for the negative thinking, opens the door for the limitations, and the sense to slip into those limits, and that is not the truth of God. The truth we are here to affirm, the truth that we are here to express and to live, is one that casts all that doubt aside, for there is no doubt in the mind of God. Casts aside any sense of division or separation, casts aside anything that is unlike the perfect unfoldment of human life, of good, of an expression of grand and glorious good. So I know we are creating a world that works for everyone. I know we are all awakening to our own spiritual magnificence. And I know, beyond any sense of how or when or why, I know that right now, everything necessary for the next great evolutionary leap in human consciousness is operating on the planet right now. Every new idea, every new concept, every new belief, filling the void that has been left by all that has drifted away, all that has crumbled back into the nothingness, all that stuff that no longer serves, that is no longer necessary, that is not like God, that is not moving consciousness forward. All of that is crumbled away, and in its place, we build a new consciousness.
Mm.
We build a new world. So I am grateful to be on the team, grateful to be a part of it all, great to experience it all. Most especially grateful to share this journey, and above it all, grateful to know that God's got this. There's nothing I need do, say, be, or become. No question about how or why or when any of this manifests. I just get to be in that place of letting God be God. Release the word into the law, affirm that it is done, and join in an affirmation, please, with me as we say together. And
And
so,
so it is. Yes. Woo! I see hope on the horizon.
exactly. There is a church not made of light, not made of stone. Today's obscure music reference for all of you. Okay, how do we stay in touch with Reverend Elizabeth? One of the ways is their Facebook group, CC Center for Spiritual Living. It's a fabulous page, and I want you to know Reverend Elizabeth and okay, we didn't clear this, so I think the term is fiance. If I'm wrong, correct me.
Correct.
Okay, and so her fiance Travis does the music, and together they are creating a really, really fun experience. Please check out their broadcasts. That's the beauty. We were joking beforehand, when the show's over, when time is done, we're done. You can be in your pajamas in 2 minutes and off. So, and my point in all that is you got more than enough time to check out just one or two services throughout a week. Now is the time, whether you watch them live or catch a rebroadcast of their presentation. It's really fun. It's really cool. I really encourage you to check it out. And I had your website here too, but that one's even easier. That's ccccsl.org. Yes?
Yes, correct. And we're also on YouTube, so we stream live to YouTube every Sunday as well. So there you go. Lots of ways to stay connected with us and check us out. We'd love to see you there.
Exactly. Any special events coming up?
Let's see. Oh, well, we're going to be hosting Reverend Z and Reverend Melissa Z. Igloff and Melissa Felipe are going to do an Enneagram workshop for us on June 27th.
Nice.
So that should be pretty fun. If anybody wants to join that, you can check us out. It's on our Facebook page.
There you go. Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. And before we let you go, folks, one more real quick announcement. If you haven't seen this one yet, you're going to see a lot of it. Sharon Drucker and David all reunited. It feels so good. Sunday, July 19th. And that's a free show sponsored by New Thought Radio, part of the New Thought Radio Summer Concert Series, with more concert announcements coming very, very soon. I promise you that. So, all right, let's get everybody out of here. Thank you, Reverend Elizabeth. It's great seeing you.
Thank you, beloved. Blessings. Be well, everyone.
We'll talk again soon, folks. 8:15 tomorrow, morning prayers. Until then.